What is happening, y'all? We are back at it again about how to make decisions by the good and only Sam Ovens. So if Ovens is listening to this, yeah, okay, sounds good. By the good and only Sam Ovens. So if Sam is listening to this, hopefully you will enjoy this video, because hopefully I will enjoy this video, because I've never seen this video before. So hopefully he enjoys this, and hopefully you guys all enjoy this. So if Sam is listening to this right now, I like to say that I'm making my school free for 2 months, completely free, everything completely free. And I'm just curious to see what he would say about his opinion on the school that is completely free for the next 2 months. Everything, the activities, to the discussions, to everything. Which means if there's a video on the activity, go watch the video and go read the thing, because I think it's very inspirational and very motivational.
Sam Ovens here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a decision and how to choose the right path in the road, and how to get what you want, how to arrive at the place that you want to go, and basically how to have a better life. Because if you think about it, where you are in life right now is nobody's doing but your own. And basically your life at this moment is the sum total of your choices. Every single individual choice you made at every moment, in every second of every day, got you to where you are now, right? So basically our life is just the sum total of our choices. How does one make a choice? Through a decision. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make decisions that are good. Right? So let's get to it. So I have basically broken this down into 3 parts. And part 1 is called reduce load. And part 2 is called...
Reduce load. I'll give my definition. I bet you he'll give you a definition. But reduce load in a decision, in my personal experience, I think requires whatever it is, reducing it to a lower minimum, a lower bar, lower whatever it is, lower field of view. And when you lower it, you become more optimistic, more outgoing, more outdoing. Because once you do the things that you are saying that you are wanting to do, that is where the best thing that can happen. Hold on, I want to go grab my portable charger so I can charge it while the sun is still up. Alrighty, we are back at it again with another video. But what was it, high-low?
I have basically broken this down into 3 parts. And part 1 is called reduce load.
Wait, reduce load or reduce low?
Parts. And part 1 is called reduce load.
Reduce load. Okay, I thought he said reduce low for a second. So reduce load, in my personal opinion, after listening to it for a good portion of time, is that when you reduce low or load, when you reduce the load that you are taking up on, whatever it is, if it's mentally, physically, spiritually, when you reduce the load of whatever it is taking up space within the time of whatever it is, you can do so much more when you reduce the load of whatever it is you're truly trying to do. Because once you reduce the load, then you can actually take a step back, look back, reflect, and tell yourself that you are trying to reduce the load that is already happening to right now. Let's see what he says.
And part 2 is called think critically. And part 3 is called apply mental models.
I like that. I like those 2 parts or 3 parts. I like the last 2. I haven't heard of reduce load.
Right? So there's 3 parts, and there's about a total of 22 things that we're going to cover. Now, we're going to just go through them really snappy, real quick, and get it done, and help you make some good decisions. So let's start with part 1, which is reduce load. So P1, whoops, we've already made a bad decision. P1, reduce load. Alright, so the first part of making good decisions is to reduce the amount of them that you have to make, right? Decisions require energy, and energy is finite. We only have so much of it, and we can't really hack it or generate more of it. Energy is a very scarce resource, and so the first step we want to do is just reduce the load, right? Most people spend all of their energy making decisions that are useless, and then when it comes to
and when you make decisions that are useless, you are wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your output. Because what we input is what truly matters to what we output, and what the outcomes that lead to outputs and inputs.
Critical decisions in their life, they have no energy left to act.
Because when you waste it all on bad decisions, bad temperament, bad mentality, bad whatever, you know what your bad is. You know what you are doing to your life right now. So do not waste. Do not waste your energy. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your effort on bad energy people. I cannot. I could not emphasize that the most, because when you have bad energy and bad whatever, bad load of people, that is when you need to reduce load and reduce your decisions to the bare baseline of whatever that decision is going to. And through this, we need to, of course, take a step back, reflect, look at how we are doing now, look at how we are trying to stay or think about the life that we want to live now. Because if you're not going to waste your time, I'm not going to waste your own. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. I would rather talk about these things in a multiple different step biases versus not talk about them at all. I would rather enlighten you about my future and where I see my future going, rather than waiting and letting other people I would rather not waste my time and energy on different things by bad decisions, to bad thoughts, to bad planning, to bad decisions. Those 4 key pillars. Somebody's on a bonfire. And, sorry, I just had a voice in my head. Somebody's having a bonfire and it smells fabulous. Makes me want to have a bonfire right now. Sorry. I can't help it. Just, oh, it smells a lot better. Oh, it smells good. So let's continue. I'm actually curious to see what he has to say. We're only 2.5 minutes in, not even that, and we are getting deep and far within this video, I think. So I'm going to give this 10 minutes and then call it good, because by that time I probably will be talking for 30 to 20 minutes. And by that time, there's no point to continue on throughout this video, because I like talking and I like rambling. But who doesn't like me rambling on? Better than Sam Ovens. I'm actually very curious if he's listening to me make this video and me listening to myself listen to myself talk. I wonder what he would think about this video. I think I would enjoy this video severely, but that's just me personally. So let's go.
Actually think about things properly, so they make
When you think about things properly, when you put decisions, put thoughts, put actions, put words into the place that is waiting to be said, spoken, or done. And through this, we may never know where this life will lead us to, which is the best part about life, is that we have to take it with a grain of salt and lightly sprinkle it over so we do not get too overwhelmed with sodium. That's why I said sprinkle it generously over your food, because it increases sodium. Just a little informational video, or informational part of the video. And when you sprinkle the salt over by reducing your decisions, reducing the way you think, act, say, do, when you reduce it all, that is when your baseline jumps back up from the bare minimum to what it could be.
really poor decisions because they've burned all of their energy thinking about what socks to wear.
They wasted so much energy by doing the things that they say that they were not going to do, by wasting it on clothes, by wasting it on other people, by wasting it on wasting your life and energy.
Or what sandwich to eat for lunch, or whether they said something dumb on the weekend, right? So how do we reduce the load? Well, I've got 5 simple things. The first one is to just make less decisions, right? And this is due to something called like decision fatigue. So
Decision fatigue. Make less decisions. Decision fatigue. He said that very well spokenly. I could not impress or be impressed or want to say more about decision fatigue. Whatever we are fatigued about, whatever we are trying to get to the end point, whatever it is that we are trying to unlock, say, do, think, or be, we may never know where this life will lead us, which is the best part about life, in my personal opinion, is that without decision fatigue and making less decisions, we over leverage ourselves and over leverage each other, because we are basing these decisions by making less decisions and having too much fatigue by those decisions, because we feel off, we feel weird, we feel different. But that's the point of decisions, is to be on the indifferent, be on the outbound, be on the whatever it is, be on the different side of the coin, because you know you've been playing that same hand, that same coin, over and over and over again. Let's continue. Very well spoken. By me and by him. But if you want to change your hand, your coin, you can change whatever it is you want to change. So change today. Make the decision today to do it.
Decision fatigue is basically like when you just don't have any more cognitive energy left.
When you don't have any more cognitive energy left because you've wasted it on other pointless interactions, whatever it is, you've wasted it on other stuff, which means you don't have all the cognitive horsepower to truly start your business, to start your school, to start whatever it is you're trying to start. And let's continue. That was good. Very, very well spoken, Sam. That requires a round of applause. Not trying to talk over my round of applause, but very well spoken, sir.
To decide like what to do, so you just either do nothing or you just default to something because you just can't be bothered anymore, right?
When you default to something because you're bothered by something else, we default. We switch the norm for the irregular. Ha. Irregular. When you become irrelevant, when you become relevant into your standards, into your thoughts, into your beliefs, into your habits, we must know that without ourselves, we cannot be different. We cannot change. We cannot reflect. We cannot do the things because we are so afraid of doing them. And when we are afraid, when we fear the indifferent, the change, the happenstance, the beliefs, that is when we become that better version. That is when we do the things when we are afraid to do. And if we are afraid, I just hope that God have mercy on your soul, and God, hopefully, that you have a good enough life to live to the fullest of every single day. So, I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please take a look at my school. It is in my bio of my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm keeping it free for the next 2 months. And I'm going to keep on staying that. Like everything completely free. I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a good rest of your night. Peace. If I lose the key...